What is up, lads, and welcome back to another episode of FIFA 12 Ultimate Team. And as you can see there, we do pick up a James Perch for the right back position. Absolute beast of a fullback. Can also play centre half and in midfield. He's that good. Fastly becoming one of my favourite players in real life to watch. He's an absolute lad. When he first came to Newcastle, he was very poor, to be perfectly honest. In his first 5 games, he got like 5 yellow cards in a row, something crazy like that. But he's improved and he's fastly become a fan's favourite. Really, he's not no Dani Alves by any stretch of the imagination, but he's a decent enough defender, and he's fastly becoming a very well respected Premier League defender. And we're going to a game, guys. This guy's got a Russian league side. He's got a 4-4-2. He's got a Tardelli up front, who's an absolute monster. But unfortunately for him, he doesn't use Tardelli properly. He didn't once Ronaldo chop with him, which is just illegal. It has to be done. If you got a Tardelli, you've got to just spam the Ronaldo chops. You've got to get them involved. You've got to get Tardelli on the ball, and if you get Tardelli on the ball, he will make things happen. But unfortunately for him, I did go in this game. It was quite a one-sided game, which is I don't really like in FIFA 12, or I don't like in FIFA general when games are one-sided. It's kind of a bit stupid. You get a red card early, which it kind of spoiled the game really, because it was hard for him. His squad probably wasn't as strong as my squad. I had a few more goal players, a few better players. In his midfield was quite attacking rather than sort of defending. He had the two cams in the sort of the central midfield, which didn't really track back enough for him, and it weren't sort of strong enough against my quite strong sort of midfield and strong attack. But it was quite a one-sided game. But that's not what I want to talk about this episode, guys. Obviously there was no video tomorrow. There's no video yesterday. That was a nice trip as well. There's no video yesterday. I do apologise about that. I just couldn't sort of get the time to sort of upload one, but I'm going to upload this afternoon, and I might have a Football Manager Newcastle United sort of late season review. It's on the first season. I'm doing pretty well. I'll not sort of spoil it, because that'll kind of like spoil it, but yeah, doing quite well in it. I'll show you. I've been posting a few pictures on Twitter, but I'll show you the sort of the season as I've sort of got up to so far. I'm not actually fully completed it yet, but it's going quite well, and if I keep it up, I'll achieve something pretty special. But as you can see there, I've scored a few more goals. He does actually get one back. He gets a tramp back, but he probably had to do it, to be fair to him. But in the heat of the moment, I kind of raged, because he actually watched the replays 3 times, as you can see, which is just, there's no need for that. Like, fair enough, tramp, mate, but there's no need to sort of watch the replays. Fair enough, score the goal, but watching the replays, there's no need for it. And as you can see here, lol, I just tramp it right back. I do apologise for the tramp, guys, even though I was winning, but it just had to be done. You watch the replays like 3 times, and there's just no need for it, really. You know what I mean? There's Jermaine Pennant. I also signed him at the start. I forgot to mention him there. Nice little side flick in. DJ Campbell with the lovely little finish. I quite like DJ Campbell as well, guys. He's quite an underrated player. The only sort of negative about him is he's only got 3-star skills, which is a little bit sloppy. But this team you'll sort of see in the next few episodes this episode. That doesn't even make sense. The next few games in this episode, that just made no sense. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to be sort of changing the team up a bit, because the team I've actually built, as you can sort of see there, it's quite a solid team, but I'm having a lot of contract issues, and I'm just having it's hard when you first start the game, because you buy players pretty much with 7 contracts, and after like 7 games, all got none left, but you've got no coins to buy all the contracts. You can only afford sort of like bronze contracts. As the silver contracts as well are pretty expensive. They're going for like 400, 500 coins, which is just crazy. Used to be able to get them for like 200 by now, which is pretty good. But we're going to a game. We're going to come against this guy. He's got quite a nice team. Obviously he's got the Brazilians. Also got a dead air there who I can't stand. Every time I play against a Brazilian team, there's always a dead air, and I just cannot get past him for the life of me. Just absolute monster. Really quick. He's strong. He's just a full deal there. Poor goalkeeper, in my opinion, by Al Habsi there. It was, he should have saved that. It was a nice little low finish by him. To be fair to him, it was a nice, quick fire shot, but poor defending. And that there was a red card to Smalling. I was quite annoyed at that. It kind of spoiled the game as well. Pretty much at the last game, there's a red card, and it kind of changes the game, but for me, it wasn't a red card. You'll see it again. I believe I won the ball. You'll see it the first replay where the ball went. It went the way I was sort of tackling. But that's the impact engine for you. And that it was hard. Task from there. I was went ultra attack. If I changed to like 3-5-2 without a right midfielder, but it didn't. It didn't work for us. And I actually lost the game 2-0, which is a little bit frustrating. But after the game, I went out and I went and picked up because Chris Smalling he got sent off. I went up and I looked for another centre back, and actually I thought, I'll pick up another Chris Smalling. I'll send the red carded Chris Smalling to the trade pile, but obviously you can't send them to the trade pile when they've got a red card, so I had to end up discarding the red carded Smalling, which was a bit of a noob move. Well, it was an absolute noob move, really, which is, pretty retarded by myself. But that's, you learn from your mistakes, I suppose. I should have really went for Roger Johnson. As you can see there, I had them both in the watch list, and I went for the Smalling because it was a little bit cheaper, but it didn't really work out for us. Then we're going to another game. We'll come up against this guy. He's a Newcastle United fan, and you'll see his team. He's actually a subscriber as well. He's got like a Newcastle United team plus some of the transfer targets, like Debussy there right back. He's got a Luke de Jong up front who comes to hold me in this match, and he also has a Douglas in centre half. So it's quite a sick squad. I was actually thinking about making a video on like an 11 sort of Newcastle United transfers. I was going to make a video and make it like a squad of 11 players what like Pardew was interested in. I was actually going to sort of do that, but actually more than likely will do it now after I've sort of seen this guy's team. It's quite a sick team, and I take the early lead. It was going really well for us, and this goal here, absolute thunder from distance from Sessegnon. Quite ironic that Sessegnon scores, but what a shot. I really like Sessegnon. He's got the 4-star skills, really good long shot. I really recommend picking him up, if you're thinking about building a Premiership squad. He's very underrated. He reminds me of Tarat, but without the 5-star skills. So he's basically like a 4-star version of Tarat. What a long shot by Sessegnon. It was going really well, half time I was completely in control, 2-0 up, and it was, it was going, pretty easy. He gets a nice little finish there by Anita, who was also a Newcastle United target. He's an Ajax central midfielder. The rumour to, made a £3 or £4 million offer for him, so if we can secure him, he can also play in defence as well, which is pretty good. And here's Ben Arthur, he just tears me apart here. The skill dribble was just absolutely unreal, and I don't mind conceding goals like that. The defender was horrific, to be perfectly honest. I shouldn't really just let him cut us open like that, but fair play to him. It's a good goal. And then late in the game, 89th minute, I run him down. I think, what, I'm going to score a header. Nope, I don't score a header. And then on the break, what's going to come. Couple of passes, Kabayev, a lovely pass to Shola Ramiobi. He brings Shola on out of respect. I quite like that move by him, actually. Changed the game, bringing Shola on. And then a couple of passes by him. The defending there is horrific. All three men are running towards the ball. Everyone's out of position. He whips a lovely ball in. I think it was young Ferguson, young left winger or left back. He's left back, not the team, but he plays sort of left-hand side in real life. And gets a goal of De Jong, fair play to him, he gets the win, he brought it back from 2-0 down, bit of momentum possibly, maybe a bit of momentum in the game, who knows, but he fair play to him, he won the game 3-2, I have got no complaints about that, he deserved the win, arguably, possibly it would, if you see the stats at the end, I might have deserved a point, it was a very close game, first half I won, second half he won, but he obviously got the extra goal in the second half, which is fair play to him. But this is the episode coming to a close, guys. I think, do I show the stats? Yeah, I do show the stats. There's the stats. I had more shots on target, more possession, but it's about taking your chances, and that's what it's all about in FIFA. You can have 100 shots, but if none of them go in and the other guy has one shot, then it doesn't really make a difference. It's about scoring the goals, putting the ball in the back of the net. But as you can see, guys, you'll see in a second, I do list some of the players up for sale, because the next episode in the series is going to be a trading episode, so it's going to be solely trading. I'm going to try and make 20-30k in an episode, just to sort of mix it up a bit and keep it nice and fresh, because I found the squad was getting a little bit hard to play with, because the players are quite sort of ordinary players, as you can see. So I've listed the full squad up for sale. Next episode will be a trading episode. I hope you'll enjoy that episode. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, remember, leave a like on the video. It's always appreciated. And if you loved it that much, give it a favourite. Even share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, do all that crazy stuff. So I'm going to sign out now, guys, and I will see you tomorrow, or actually I'll see you tonight with a Football Manager video. And yeah, guys, peace.